It's your boy Step Back putting these kids on notice. Yes, yes, sir. The Nuggets versus Trailblazers. Game number 3. We saw what we saw. We're seeing the same old mixtapes from the Portland Trailblazers. And Jokic, yeah, another one of those ICs at the end making things happen. Yeah, the Doncic, the Jokic. These guys are the MVP contenders. Let's go in, jump in, and figure out what we had going on with the Blazers versus Nuggets. Game number 3, Aaron Gordon, tremendous performance from him, but he needs to do more. He needs to show his inner Sean Marion. That's my problem. I think the kid is a Sean Marion of this era. Just is not really getting there totally. All right, still a little bit bad decision making on shot selection. But good performance from him. 13 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. We go down deeper. We got the other light and bright kid, man, light skin crew. Mr. 15 points and 5 rebound, Porter Jr. Tremendous game. He has more to give. He's special, folks. He's special as a talent. Those two together, pretty scary to have those going forward with this team. Jokic, there's no doubt about it. We talk about MVP race. Only other guy that's close. It's not Mr. Hey, love you, Kenny Smith, but it's not Joel Embiid. It is your boy Luka Doncic. Okay, is Doncic or Jokic? The performances that they're having this year, these two are taking over the NBA. By the way, they don't have a 40-inch vertical. They don't run a 4.2. This is another thing I'm trying to teach these kids is the fact that you think athleticism is everything. It doesn't necessarily matter in the NBA. 36, 11, and 5. It's skill, and Jokic has a lot of it. The spin moves, the ambidextric moves in the paint, the ability to pass. He's a dangerous weapon, and congratulations. I got to focus in on him. There's no doubt he's the guy. Embiid is number 3 in my opinion. He's close. But Jokic, no doubt, is on another level, all right? We continue on. Austin Rivers finally coming through, getting his inner flow rider back. You know what I mean? When he used to do it in high school. Finally letting loose. Mike Malone said, boy, you better shoot that boy. I want to get open. I'm not messing with you, Mr. Rivers. Stop with this lack of confidence. Let it go, man. He did let it go, and he was scoring 21, 4, and 2. 4 rebounds, 2 assists. Tremendous for him. When you get these type of scoring efforts from Austin Rivers, and if you can get it consistently, there goes that Jamal Murray factor, right? Taking over for what was left. Felicio Campazzo is definitely another player in this game that is a game changer. I would say most improved. 11, 8, and 8. The kid is spectacular, making things happen on this Nuggets roster. I said they needed a point guard last year on my Off Work Sports channel. They got one. I think they could use another backup, but there goes Monte, the dual role. I think this is good enough. Campazzo's shown improvement. Not sure why he's not going to be signed to a bigger contract for next year. Monte Morris, 8, 5, and 5. A tremendous effort from him. He is so consistent. You got to love what you get from him from the bench, and he's aggressive as well. So nothing much more to say there. But JaMychal Green, 8 and 5, underrated 17 minutes. What a productive 17 minutes. That's what you would expect from a guy coming off the bench, not playing a lot of minutes, putting up those type of points, that type of scoring. That's a good job for JaMychal Green, underrated pickup for this team, and a great job from him. Paul Millsap shut up a 3, got a 2-pointer, 5 points, 2 rebounds in 12 minutes. It's okay. Marcus Howard, a bona fide scorer in the ilk of maybe a Steph Curry mixed with I'm trying to think of somebody else, but Nate Robinson, that type of scorer type, if he gets loose and gets going, he could be special. And I think those two, plus Harrison, combined for the Jamal Murray clones. They all have a different type of side to them that brings them into the realm of a Jamal Murray type of backup. And I think they're doing a great job in utilizing them. Shaq Harris, he is a defensive guy, 6'5", athletic. He'll come in and try to be a game stopper or disrupt anyone from the roster on the Blazers squad or any other squad with defense. All right, so tremendous performance from this team. But let's jump into the problem I have with L. Portland doing the same old damn mixtapes from 1992. Now let's get into it. When we look at what the Blazers did, tremendous performance from Mr. what you call Nurkic on a rebound. I think he did what he needed to do. 13 and 6 with that type of scoring on a team. Good performance. It still looks a little bit injured, but good performance. Now, Norm Powell put up 18 and 4, which is not his normal effort, but solid. I still don't like the move they made in letting Gary Trent Jr. go. I thought he was a better piece, a better 3-point piece, younger. Even though Powell was more athletic, even at his age, I still feel as though the pickup that should have stayed was Gary Trent Jr. Robert Covington goes for 6, 4, and 11. Big on the rebounds, really surprising me. He needs to do more offensively. He is definitely a stretch four now, and he can definitely contribute in that way. But they need to give him the ball. We need to see some Covington shooting the three. He needs to mimic Robert Horry, and I think he has the capability. McCollum and Lillard combined for a big old 59 points. However, we're gonna get into the stat line on how bad they shot. 22, 3, and 9 for Lillard for McCollum, and then 37, 5, and 2 for Lillard. Always big performances. It's always questionable to me why these guys don't average near 9 to 10 assists with the pieces that they have. And that piece includes Carmelo Anthony. 17 and 2 for him. Not a bad performance, but I think that he could do more. He can give more if they finally change the mixtape. Stotts, it's your problem. You got a roster. We're going to look at it in a second. I might understand why you're not playing certain guys. Simon's horrible. 2 points, 3 rebounds. He needs minutes. Also, Cantor, horrible. 6 minutes, 0-0-1. Not good for Cantor. But at the end of the day, he didn't play any minutes, so you can't fault the guy. He just went to go pee-pee and came back at the end of the day. Ronnie Hollis-Jefferson, they tried to mix it up. He goes for a dub. There's nothing there, no rebounds, no assists. That's unacceptable even in 5 minutes with his type of talent, all right? Now let's jump over and figure out what we can do for the Blazers to make them right. But first, we look at the overall stats. 45% from field goal range, 46 for the Denver Nuggets. Three-pointers, 52. Portland, 31%. Forget about it, homie. I mean, this is the obvious reason why they lost the game. All right, they need to figure it out on the three-point percentage, and they got 2 Bulls on the bench, and Simons and Anthony that can help out. They have some other pieces. We'll get into that and how they need to be helpful on a defensive perspective, and 29th team defensively, and we're going to see what those pieces are. All right, 4 blocks. Assists is on the side of the Denver Nuggets. Steals on the side of the Portland Trailblazers. Turnovers 7, and then for Portland, 13 for it. So defensively, they actually did pretty good when you look at it and what they were able to accomplish. And 13 turnovers, forced turnovers, it appears, or maybe not forced. But they just didn't capitalize on those efforts because of the three-point play. Points in the paint, 54 points for Portland, and then 30 points for the Denver Nuggets. Interesting mantra. You know that Nurkic got fouled out, and that kind of changed the trajectory of the game. With that man aside, it's pretty scary. Jokic, what damage can be done. Now, let's go ahead and look at the depth chart because I want to check something out for you guys. I want to go off on Terry Stotts, all right? I told you they needed some size, some 6'6", 6'7". They lost that in Trent Jr., who is 6'5", but trending over to 6'6", and they got Powell. Not a bad pickup. However, I think Trent brought more value. Now, Lillard, McCollum, and then McCollum, Simons, not bad, but there's no 6'7" guy, no 6'6" guy. Ellaby, I'm not sure of. Blevins, I'm not sure of. Why didn't they add a Gerald Green type of piece? I'm not sure. All right, but we go to the small forward position, and what's angering me to death is the fact that I understand Norm Powell's your guy, but Derrick Jones Jr. and Nasir Little are not playing at all, and I'm not understanding why. Even Hollis Jefferson is struggling for minutes. I'm not understanding why they're not playing Little or Derrick Jones Jr., the big pickup they made in the summer. That acquisition was supposed to be a game changer. Stotts is not using them. No minutes. Get these energy guys in there. I'm excited what could happen with those two playing together. Powerful position. They got Little up there, and they got Ronnie Hollis Jefferson, a guy that plays, knows how to play hard, and is definitely one of the guys that can make a difference, become a difference maker if the Blazers were to play him. And then you got Nurkic with Cantor, the double Kings. Giles is also there. Get some more speed. The pick and roll was an effort. If you get Giles in there, I think he has better footwork. He's also, I'm still in my mind, a special talent. If they can get these guys going and playing instead of doing this same old mixtape with McCollum and Lillard at the top, everyone clear out, maybe they can get something moving. Have confidence in your team, have confidence in your plays, and stop going this one-on-one ball. It doesn't make any sense. It only lasts so long, and this team definitely doesn't have so long. If they don't make it this year, this team is blown up. There's going to be a lot of trades. But Derrick Jones Jr. and Nasir Little, these are guys that can help defensively, that need to play. They need to get them active. And I don't understand why Stotts is not. I'm going to sign off here. I gave the Blazers some advice. Play your bench. Play your talent. TJ Leaf's there. Get another face in there. See if you can stretch it. Leaf is a stretch guy. Okay, Derrick Jones Jr. is another guy that's more inside of the 15-foot range, but is definitely a rebounder, shot blocker, and can make the right plays at the right time if given the minutes. Nasir Little's an unknown enigma, inconsistent. However, definitely a guy who can be defensive-minded, who can dunk the ball, rebound. He's aggressive. You can see him in the future become like a Montrezl Harrell, poor from the inside perspective. You know, he's a little bit better offensively. So now we get into the final depths of this conversation, my folks, man. Step back, kids. What we doing with Portland, man? We still believing in these kids? I mean, they got to figure it out. This year, if they don't make it, it's kaboots. Bye-bye. See you later. I'm gone. Step back, kid Mikey. Peace.